The coronavirus pandemic has cancelled a myriad of important events for people across the world. From postponed weddings and cancelled graduations to gathering for religious celebrations. As the Islamic holiday of Eid Al-Fitr approaches, my friends and I reflected on how isolation will impact our celebrations. Eid is a social holiday, especially for those of us in the diaspora. It's a time for us to get together and, in the case of Eid Al-Fitr, a chance to celebrate after spending the month of Ramadan, fasting, worshipping, and spiritually connecting with God. So for many of us, there's a lot of excitement around waking up early and enjoying that first cup of coffee we can drink in the morning after a month-long withdrawal. There's joy in getting ready and putting on fresh new clothes and rushing to the mosque or a rented-out high school gym or whatever facility your community managed to get to fit hundreds or thousands of people for the Eid prayer. Kids are running around playing, friends are catching up, and the exchange of Eid Mubarak or Kul Sana wa inti tayiba, an Arabic phrase for Happy New Year, fills the room. At some point in the madness, people file into rows to offer the Eid prayer. After the prayer, while everyone has their own traditions, most usually spend the day visiting friends and relatives and participating in some sort of large organized event in their community. People celebrate at a mosque called the Masjid at-Taqwa after the Eid Al-Fitr prayer on June 4, 2019 in the Brooklyn borough of New York City. Photo by Stephanie Keith, Getty Images. As my friend Yasmine K put it, Eid this year in simple words has challenged Muslims to be creative in the way we approach and celebrate it this year. We have learned to communicate our love for one another in a completely different way. To be fair, large gatherings are not always the case for everyone. Some may not have family or friends to celebrate with and experience a more isolated Eid, even outside of the pandemic. However, if there's anything I have learned in the midst of the time of the coronavirus, it's to reach out to those among us who may have not experienced this joy that we feel is now missing. It's definitely a different feeling this year not being with the community. I really feel for those that don't have family they live with or that celebrate. Alhamdulilah, thanks to God, I live with my mom and younger siblings, my other friend, Sarah Z told me. My previous roommate, Mariam H, is now living by herself in Los Angeles and told me her mentality was to roll with the punches. She hasn't let the isolation bring her down and said she'd probably find a nice park to sit in while socially distancing to celebrate the day. However, as mosques remain closed, and gatherings are limited, many of us have had to make sense of how to celebrate.